Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I got something special for you. We're going to be checking out how much cars are selling for locally at dealerships here in Japan. And I think you're going to be somewhat impressed because things are cheaper than what you would think. Also, this particular car yard is called Auto Spirit. It's a pretty popular one here in Japan that's known for selling R34 Skylines, Silvias, and kind of Japanese sports cars. And my friend Genki happens to work here. So we're going to be checking out some of the cars that are for sale today and let you know what the local market is doing in Japan. Also, Wifey Chan's with us today. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited to check them out.
Are we buying a new car today or are we just looking?
We'll see.
We do need to replace May's Swift. She's beaten it up a little bit. Also, I did most of the damage, but now she's hit it like 4 or 5 times.
I only once, but pretty big.
Everyone's first car becomes like kind of, it's just what happens. Anyways, there's a fair few S chassis right here that I want to look at, but there's also a bunch of 34s and Skylines and stuff all through here that we need to check out. I do apologize. We are next to a main road, just like every kind of normal car dealership is, so you're gonna probably hear a fair bit of noise, so please bear with us. But we're gonna walk along the front here and start going all the way back. There's also a super rare car back there that now I've seen 2 of in like the last couple of weeks, which is super rare in Japan.
Once you start finding it and be like, ooh, 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 ooh.
No, that one shouldn't be like that. They definitely all left Japan a long time ago.
Okay, let's start from this one.
Just quickly, guys, at the start of this video, I make a little mistake where I'm saying 100,000 such and such yen. I actually mean 1.something million yen. And that is because in Japanese, we would say like haku hachijuman, haku being 100, and then we say man, which is kind of like in 10,000 intervals. It's confusing in my brain being bilingual in that moment and I get it mixed up. So when I'm saying like, oh, this is only 180,000 yen, it's actually 1.8. And then later on I realized I was doing that and I correct myself. So just a quick heads up, back to the video. So let's start from here. So we got a 34 4-door for 175,000 yen. It has an RB20 turbo engine in there. Interesting. I didn't know that these came with the turbo engine. I wonder if that's been swapped in there. It had to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that they came out with NA stuff, but anyways, it looks like a GT that's probably had that swapped in. They want 175 man for this, which is in USD. Give me a second. I'm gonna actually do this with you guys with Google right now. According to Google, that's pretty much $12,000 right now. 11,934 for a 34 4-door Skyline with a turbo RB20 in it.
Already has a bucket seat in it.
Yep, bucket seat.
Work wheels.
Looks like it's got a boost gauge. We'll go through and look through some of these in a little bit, but let's keep going. We've got a C35 Laurel. It's 185,000, and that is most likely going to be in the neighborhood of 12 to 13K USD. I'm gonna keep punching them in here so we get this right on the fly. Yeah, so that's 12,616. And then you've got here 18,000. That's gonna be right on 12. This one doesn't have a price tag. This is a 33 4-door. That's kind of clean, actually. Nice. This has a RB25 turbo engine in it as well. Yeah. So turbo.
With a turbo timer on it.
Yeah, and that has the turbo motor too, the RB25. But that model will be the Neo 6, actually.
Oh, I see. It's okay, it's fixable.
Definitely, like a lot of these cars are, these ones look like they've definitely been used for like drifting and things like that. This one's 185,000 yen as well. R32, RB20 DET turbo. It's got bride seats, it's got all the gauges and all the cool stuff.
Yeah.
It's got a nice kind of like midnight purple kind of paint as well. Not the greatest paint, but you know, little hot boy. So that's around $12,600 USD too. Now we're getting into 34s. Now this 34, it's a 4-door. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit of a beater. That's gonna be $14,321 USD.
I think it's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Definitely needs a bit of work, bit of love, maybe a new aero kit and fix the over fenders and all that type of stuff. That'd be pretty good. Sunroof model, turbo. It's turbo, 25 Neo.
This Skyline has
eyelids, yeah.
Eyeshadows on it.
Yeah. So just remember, guys, this is the local market in Japan. So if you're seeing car exporters and stuff like that trying to sell you cars that are in the same condition, if not worse, for 3 times as much as this, then you know something's up. They're making a massive profit off you. So this is where it would be better for you to go through today's video sponsor, Be Forward. Be Forward is Japan's biggest car exporter, and they are focused on making sure that their customers worldwide are getting what cars they want here in Japan for fair pricing and cutting out the middleman and all that other kind of junk. We previously did a whole video with Be Forward and I showed you everything that was going on behind the scenes, and we were in their export yard, and the amount of cars they ship out every month is insane. Thousands and thousands, and every year they're sending out hundreds and hundreds of thousands of cars. They are Japan's biggest car exporter. Not only do they offer services where they have their own cars in stock, as well as able to get you cars from auctions, but they also provide a service where they get you cars from other dealerships, just like Auto Spirit here in Japan, so that you can buy a car off the lot here and then get that shipped to you wherever you are in the world. And the best news is that I've partnered with Be Forward so that you can get your dream car from Japan as simple as possible without dealing with any of that nasty stuff we previously mentioned. Go to Be Forward's website, beforward.jp, see if they have anything in stock that suits what you want. And if they don't have anything listed that you want, definitely reach out to them because they can find you what you want at the auctions or other car dealerships around Japan. When you do purchase a car through them, make sure you mention me and use my coupon code SAMMIT to get $100 cash back on your first purchase. And they'll also throw in some free gifts for you in the car when it leaves Japan to go to its destination. Thank you, Be Forward, for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to it and check out some more cars. Now this one's a little bit cleaner. This is a GTT once again. This is a two-door turbo. This is 300
3 million and
320
200.
yeah, so 3.2 million yen.
Yeah.
And this one is gonna be a little bit more. We're talking in USD $21,823 roughly for this guy.
Yeah. And the interior looks mint. Should we go have a look?
Yeah, we'll go look in these cars in a bit. And then you got a nice white four-door, all turbo, which is great. And this one's Nihakuma, which is actually just shy. Actually, why is this one cheaper than that one? I'm confused. Huh. Wow. Maybe it's just, oh, more Ks. Probably more kilometers on this one. Yeah. This one looks like it's in better condition though than the other one.
Yeah,
four-door still though.
Yeah.
So I think Nihakuman is going to end up being around 18K, I think.
Yeah. I'm glad. It's definitely
prices really aren't that bad.
Down, I think.
Yeah,
It's
2 million.
leveling out finally.
I mean, is this right? Hang on, wait, what? Yeah, 2 million yen is only 13,639 USD. Now, obviously, like, if this is the local price, you got to realize the USD skyrocketed because of risen interest rates, and Japan didn't raise interest rates, so the yen has plummeted a fair bit. But it's that's kind of crazy to think of. A four-door, 34 Skyline. I mean, this is in pretty good shape. The paint's not too bad. Decent aero. For Nihakuma, $13,600. That's cheap.
I think so.
That's very cheap. I think a lot of people are trying to sell these to people in the USA for like 30K. And this is what a dealership is selling them for on the side of a main road. So this is already marked up from auctions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if that gives you an idea of what the prices are at dealerships for something like this, then yeah, you know what's going on. Nice 180SX. This thing's heavily modified. They won Haku Kyujuman for that, which is 1.9 million yen. And that's going to be pretty much, yeah, around 13K. That's actually not bad. 180SX. It's got the cool headlight conversion. It's turbo. You know, it's got some camber going on, some gold wheels, over fenders. The paint and the bodywork, you know, look, it's a 180SX. This thing was drifted. You know, this is got all the holes in there from wings, different wings being installed and all that type of stuff. It is a little how you doing. But 180SX, interior looks pretty nice. It's got one of those party seats, the SPs. Nice.
Interior's really clean.
Yeah, not bad. Definitely a drift car.
Yeah.
But yeah, 13K for something like that, not too bad. I love that this Rally Art Colt is here, and the price of it is insane. It's only 40 man. I don't even know if that's like what, $2,500 USD?
Maybe Riley would want it.
Yeah, is it manual though? It's auto? Okay, so that's $2,700 for an automatic Rally Art Colt. 8.6 for 101.3 million yen. Dang, these things have really dropped down in price, hey?
Now everyone's using it for drifting.
Yeah, these are starting to be used for drifting. The diffs in them are pretty much the same as chaser diffs, so there's a lot of parts for them now.
Yeah.
Actually, I run these diffs in my chaser because it's a 4.1 ratio and they're cheap. We've got an S14 Colkey here, you know, carbon fiber hood, non-painted, Nardo grey bumper. Not too bad, you know, it's definitely a drift beater. It's got all the knuckle mods and all that type of stuff. Ni Hakuman, so 2 million yen. That's only $13,600 again. It's a little beater, but it's a right-hand drive S14 Colkey. Got a nice blue one here too. Yeah, the inside's kind of nice too. It's very hot boy. I don't know if you can see in there, but look at that center garnish. It's got that kind of hydro dip stuff going on. Very nice. Oh, look, it's only Shibata tire, the little lightning bolt tires. Another Colkey. This thing's a little bit of a drift pig too by the looks of it. Got a bunch of mods. It's done 208,000 kilometers. This one's done 126,000 Ks. This one's only 1.5 mil. That's pretty cheap. That's really cheap. 1.5 mil?
It's so clean.
That's only 10,000 USD.
So clean inside.
Yeah. All of these have nadis. I love that. Every single one of them has a nadi. Look at that, guys. Beautiful. I need to get a polarized filter or something on this so the glare doesn't happen. Then this thing is probably my favorite, just because I feel like it's got like, I don't know. It's got some, I just like that it's kind of pink. It's got 4-lug on there too, so you can run some interesting wheels on it.
Yeah, it's funny here.
It's running Tang coilovers, all the mods. Little drift car. It's got a Yashio factory drift button. You can see that in there.
It's got Tang chocolate.
And this is 1.3. It's only done 91,000 Ks, and it's that cheap because it's NA. It's a Q's. So this would be good to take in turbo.
Wait, it's only done 9,000.
Yeah, 90,000 Ks. But it's NA, so that's why it's cheap. This is only $8,800 USD.
That's crazy.
That's pretty, like, don't get me wrong. It's got different, you know, different painted panels and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, but
I don't know if they know how much this is worth. It's the original Navan wing. I think that sells for like dumb money in the USA. I know the bumpers do, that's for sure. But yeah, this thing definitely could have potential. It's a cheap car. You buy it, do a bunch of mods.
fluids.
Yeah, it comes with blinker fluids. But yeah, otherwise there's some, you know, Skylines here, or what you guys would know as Infinities and G35s and stuff in the USA.
Civic. Oh no, sorry, Integra.
That's an Integra. I wonder how much it is. Civic next to it. There's actually a fair few cheap deals here.
Yeah.
There's 160,000, 1.6 million yen.
Very good.
Another 1.65 million. Damn, this is actually pretty good. This Skyline is only 900 That's like 5,500 USD for a G35 Skyline. That'd be good to turn into a drift car. Dang, there's some good deals here.
Yeah.
These are like, what's that? 1.6, that's like maybe 11K. That's really not that bad. Yeah, that's 10.9. Yeah, $11,000 for these.
I mean, it's
138,000 Ks. How many has a Civic done? 183, but yeah, this is a little bit newer model. Interesting. Yeah, that's some good deals. For people with USD. In Japan, it'd still be a little bit.
I'm really surprised at the pricing.
Yeah, like some dealerships will raise their pricing if their customers are, you know, catering for the USA and stuff like that. But yeah, no, it's not that bad. It's actually really not that bad.
Yeah.
This car up here is crazy special. We just saw one of these at Nikko Circuit, and I was saying it's so rare to see these still in Japan. Apparently, Genki was telling me that this car, the moment they got it and put it up for sale, it sold instantly. So this thing's going off to its new owner. But how cool is this? This Cefiro looks super clean. These headlights, beautiful. I don't know why I love Cefis so much. Maybe it's just because they're just not that common anymore, because they all got bought and sent to Australia and New Zealand, and everyone just, they were so cheap and everything that everyone drifted them and rolled them and sent them into ditches and into power poles. But very cool cars. They're manual, RB20 turbo. This one even has a BR rev limiter in there. I don't know if you guys can see that. That matches exactly what Cefiros were all about. They were essentially a cheap Skyline, a poor man's Skyline, and everyone in Australia and New Zealand got them because they were just dirt cheap. Like, you'd spend a couple grand and you had an R32 poor man's Skyline, essentially. Yeah, these things saw a lot in Australia and New Zealand, that's for sure. If you ever remember seeing these like hooning around back in the old days, yeah, that's where they all went. They all left Japan. But there's still a few lying around, and they're in really good condition, just like this one. It's got a little bit of fender damage and stuff, but that's not too hard to fix with a good body guy. It's just clean. I've never seen headlights this clean on these before. Beautiful. So we've taken a look at a whole bunch of cars here, and Genki's actually finished with his customer now. So I want to introduce you to Genki, but I also want to take a look at the cheapest 34 here in a little bit more detail and show you what you guys are getting for something this cheap. First of all, this is Genki.
Hi.
He is an amazing driver, and you have an S14, right?
Yeah.
What engine's in that?
1JZ.
Let's go. So this is his work, obviously, and he's arranged for us to be able to film here today, which is awesome. But this is the cheapest 34 GTT Skyline that they have for sale, and I wanted to show you what, I think this was roughly around like 13, 14 grand, for which is 2 million yen, is gonna get you. And as you can see, RB25, DET Neo, it's got an intercooler kit. Nice, actually this isn't a return flow one, so that's kind of nice. All the piping's all in there, everything looks good. It's got a nice air filter. As you can see, it does have a little bit of rust in the strut tops. But what's really good is recently a lot of these plates you can get aftermarket from a lot of companies that are producing them, and you can replace these pretty cost effectively. So, you know, you could spend a couple grand on getting that fixed and stuff and have a really nice car if that's a worry for you. You may even still be able to just patch that little section there of that plate. But if it's already like that through the top, you generally want to replace the whole plate. But yeah, that's really not that bad. I've seen way worse, the whole plate disintegrating, holes right through. So this is actually pretty decent. And for this price too, you can't really beat it.
Yeah.
It's actually really nice. Pretty unmolested, stock looks like. Oh no, it has an aftermarket manifold and what looks like a stock turbo on that. It's kind of cool. It's got one of those aftermarket manifolds. That could be like a while ago there was a company selling them. They were a lot of money here in Japan, that particular type of manifold. And then the interior looks really nice. So you can see, of course it's got a BR rev limiter on that. I love that. And most of these cars here are catered for the drifting community, so you can understand why they're kind of a little bit drifty. Not bad. Nismo shift knob, it's got a drift button already. The interior's in pretty good nick. Of course, hot boy, purple LED light. Not too bad. Interior is pretty decent. Now, obviously, if you want a crazy clean GTT two-door, you're probably going to be spending at auctions around 4 million yen, upwards of 5 million yen. But for the most part, for a four-door, you know, she's got a couple little dings and stuff like that from probably some fun activities, forgetting that the jack was in the back. But you can't beat this for this price. Genki's taking us to this other yard across the street right now, where they have a bunch more other cars. And there's a bright yellow, I think like an Evo 1 or 2 maybe? Hey Genki, kore, Evo 1, 2, GSR?
Evo 3じゃない?
Oh, it's an Evo 3! Whoa, that's cheap. 120万安いじゃない?
Swift yellow.
This is crazy cool. Yeah, it's Swift yellow. Wow, that's only 1.2 million yen.
Imagine
That's like 8 grand.
Rally with this.
This thing is a rally car. It is stripped out. This is 100% used for rally. Very cool. Dang, this looks like it's in pretty decent nick.
Right there has Evolution.
Yeah,
on there.
Evo
That's
3 on the side skirt.
So cool.
That's how I know. It's an Evo 3 because I don't know my Evo first gen ones.
This looks so fun.
Yeah, this would be fun to rip. Dude, it's only like 8 grand.
That's get into rally?
Yeah. Switch it out. Just start to, like taking Yugo around in this with no back seat. That's cool. What's this thing? Aristo?
Majesta.
Majesta. Oh wow. I thought this was like an old generation Aristo or something.
2JZ NA.
This is your car, right?
My car.
Yeah. Nice. Dang, there's like some 32s back there and stuff. A lot of trucks too. I'm not sure what that's. Oh look, it's a Rally Art Colt.
That actually looks.
Wait,
コルトも意外と日本では売れます。
I'm literally like, wait, is this? This isn't a Colt Plus. Okay, I thought this may have been Riley's, and I was like, is this where Riley's car ended up? MR2 Spider. These things are so underrated. Such a cheap, good car. Yeah, this is only Kyujuman.
Is in this one.
It's in the rear. It's usually, I think, actually, I don't know what model's in this. I would have thought like a 3SGE, but I'm not sure off the top of my head.
Do you fit it?
Probably not. Most Japanese convertibles I do not fit in. Not bad though.
Oh, cute.
And then up the back here, found some gems.
These are all
Old
sold
11
now.
Hachiroku. These are all sold. 11 Hachiroku, 34, 32. This thing's actually kind of clean. I like this thing. Dang. Laurel. Old Sora. Oh, look at that. Zenki hiding up the back there.
Yep.
I'm not sure if any of you guys are interested into trucks, but they do have a bunch of trucks here for sale. That is 4.3 million, 2.1 million, 2.9 million, and 2.8 million. That's actually not too bad. I really enjoyed that because we answered the question that I think I get asked the most, and that is if there are still cheap 34s in Japan. The answer is yes. Now, bear in mind, Auto Spirit really does cater towards the drifting scene, so there's a lot of drift cars there, kind of like little beaten up as you saw. But they're cheap and they're good fixer-uppers. If I was someone in the US wanting to not like break the bank on a crazy clean collector edition of like one of those cars, that would be perfect for me.
Yeah.
You buy the car, you get to start enjoying it right away, you know, start saving up some money to get it fixed and repaired and that type of stuff. And as car enthusiasts, I really think that's the kind of car that we all pretty much want. Something we can enjoy, not just in driving, but also in working on with our friends and mates, taking it to shops, making upgrades and feeling those differences and also seeing the differences, right? We're gonna be trying to do one of these videos at least every 6 months so that you guys are updated on what the market is doing locally here in Japan so that you can be educated and know that, you know, you're not gonna get scammed or ripped off. But also a good place that people can find out more about this type of stuff more regularly is where, May?
Is on the same show that we have live on our channel from 8 p.m. EST every Friday.
That's right. So we started a new talk show. Last week was our first episode and it went really, really well. So we're excited to keep bringing that to you guys. And we're trying to have a segment every show where we look at what the local market's doing with car sales and things like that. Just quickly, not like in depth. But anyways, if you want to check out the new talk show, it is every Friday at 8 p.m. EST. Or if you're in Japan, it's 10 a.m. JST on Saturdays. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching today's video, and we will see you all in the next one. Peace. I'm driving, but May, can you do the lens thing?